There we go. Now we're on. Hello viewers, Silent Service here, back with another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts live stream. Now I mentioned in the last live stream I was going to pre-record today, but I decided that I'll do one stream and then one pre-record. Because I came up with an unplanned idea that is going to be put into fruition after this battle is completed. But it was originally unplanned. I only came up with the idea while I was doing the final setups for this stream. Which it's going to involve one battleship class that I was never planned to make. I was planning to have it that Halloween was going to be our last battleship, and then we would end our battleship development with Halloween. But today being what day it is, I've decided that I'm going to do another battleship, and then I'm also going to break my normal naming convention for the modern battleships. Like, I'm not naming this after a German metal band. You're a screening force, not a scouting force. Yep, and now we just go through the very short combat engagement to sink, basically a worse version of the Surcouf class. I might be wrong, but... oh wait, no, they've got 7.1 inch guns. They're not Surcouf, because the Surcouf had 6s in the end. Yep. And Deutschland is opening fire. Against the light cruiser there. No one has dealt any... I was about to say that, then our light cruiser deals a hit. Hamburg is moving up towards the target. The destroyers with the B-72 in the lead break away. The Eugen is now just in perfect placement for constant fire against the destroyers. Turn. Okay, we've avoided more torpedo strikes. Eugen's doing some firing. Here comes 72 torpedoes. Okay, we end the battle here with a victory. Victory with no crew losses, no damage, no victory points to the enemy, and the enemy vessel gets even more damaged by the torpedo hits. The Footy class. Footy. Are you telling me they named a class of ships after football? I joke, of course, but... yeah. That's me for you. Always find some way to keep happy despite world events. Right, this next... oh no, I forgot to do that. That class I was mentioning I was going to do. But yeah, we blockade French. We'll also resolve that, because... I want the fleet staying in place. Now... this battleship's going to have a bit of an important name. It's going to be known as the Kaiserin Elizabeth. As Kaiserin, German word for queen, I believe, or like king consort or something. And yeah, if you haven't been keeping up with British news, we lost our monarch very recently, and she was Queen Elizabeth, so Kaiserin Elizabeth is the battleship here that I'm making. And it would just be named after our monarch that we are currently having the funeral for in the country. And part of the reason why I'm actually able to do this stuff today. As pretty much everyone in the UK has the day off. Except for like some places, because some places obviously are needed like emergency NHS stuff and the like. What? Hold on a second, viewers. I really need to see what's going on. What's Jack barking at?
My room's clear. Leo's coming in to see the rats.
Oh, could you at least inform her I'm streaming? Thank you. Okay, viewers, my sister has picked this time to be like, oh, I'm inviting one of my friends around. Right. Speed for the Kaiserin Elizabeth. Oh god, I gotta get the Kaiserin name. Oh. No, that's not how you spell Kaiser. Oh god, I need to spell for Kaiser. I hate my dog barking anyway. No. SS. And then got the Kaiserin spelling there. They're using the name for ocean liners to get the Kaiserin name. Wait. I don't think Kaiserin actually means queen, does it? I don't know. Does it? No, it's princess. Oh well. Never mind. Never mind, I'll just keep it under the actual... I'll just cancel this design then, because... Well, no, we still need to have the unplanned battleship, but it's not going to be under the original name I was thinking, because, in my head, I butchered what I thought Kaiserin meant. Just goes to show how much I know German! Yeah, it just goes to show how much I know German. I mess up the actual meaning of Kaiserin, but yeah. going to go back to 200 battleship, but it's not going to be under the initial idea I had. So it's even more unplanned than the somewhat planned unplannedness of the battleship. So it's even more truth to the unplanned battleship thing. Now, the guns used are going to be A, B, X quads. Oh god, is there a tower here with the... not the barbette? If I move that forward, that forward... that forward. Yeah, 18-inch quad. I'm just going to have to keep that up on that barbette there. Okay, and then dot this with 5-inch weaponry. And then on the centre line there, on there, on there, on there. There, up there, up there, up there, up there. Any viewers watching, could you actually please kindly put in chat what Queen actually is in German? Because then I can actually get the correct thing for Queen and then actually keep with part of the plan. If you can do that, I'd be very grateful. This thing is gonna be as non-explodey as possible. Armour 21-inch belt with a 6, 6, 8, 4.5, 4.5, 18, 1. Armour goes to the Brook 4. Barbette anti-flash 4. Anti-torp 5. Triple bottom. Turtleback armour. Anti-flood 3. Reinforced bulkheads. Shaft 3. Oil burning engines. Bringing that Uber funnel in. I should have... Diesel engines. Yeah, if I go diesel, 66% engine efficiency. If I reduce beam. To nothing, then that gives me better engine efficiency, gives us a smaller hull, and gives me the ability to work out more on what to do with this thing. Stereoscopic. Sonar 2 and the Generation 1 radar. Main belt's actually going to be 20-inch main belt. Then inners 8, 4, 1, 2. Right, I need to reduce how much weight is being used. If I fully lower that... No. Lowering that like that isn't going to help. 27 just on the dot knots, not points. 26 knots. I'll be as slow as I put this thing. No! Oh, for... This is where I hate UAD. And I'm glad that they're putting an undo system to stuff like this. Right. What this is going to have to be like is King George V-esque. With a twin going over quad. Or not quads at all, just triples, and we have ourselves a Yamato. Yeah, but then we're still 1,000 tons over. $17. Oh, for frick's sake. Secondary tower. Yeah. Yeah, I want a secondary tower to be in the place it was at. Centerline is 17 quads. How would that work? I only need to reduce by 2,000 tons. If I do that, then yeah. Yeah, this... You know what? This thing is just going to have the... This thing is just going to have the normal English name for recently in the middle of funeral processions or whatever monarch in the middle of her own funeral. Right. Oh, the funnel! I need to replace the funnel. Yeah. Yep. That's the Queen Elizabeth II. Which is more powerful than Halloween in terms of main caliber, but I would say that Halloween is the one that's got the more power behind it. What's the B-79 class again? Oh, the B-79 was our, what was it? First destroyers of radar and autoloading. And I put more torpedoes on. And then there's the Leonidas in their refit state. Then there's the Schwabel class light cruisers, which are new light cruisers. On research, what are we focusing on? Big guns, small guns, and turret mechanisms. Turret mechanisms, we have enough. So I would say focus on getting better marine diesels. And February turns to March. And France has gotten another heavy cruiser from when we last saw. Another destroyer. And they still have the 1CL. Yeah, France haven't done well, and I don't think me even taking their battle cruiser a few episodes back would help. Would have like if I'd let them keep their battle cruiser, it wouldn't have helped them. Wouldn't have helped us if we had encountered it, but still wouldn't have helped them. These guys are basically fully going into the channel as a this is it, we are fully blockading them ourselves. The Tyrrell class forfeit, I'm going to skip this one as well because it's just one of the standard ones and I want to still blockade France. Although it would have been fun killing their last light cruiser. Italy is sending fleets out of French territories. I'm thinking maybe swapping around the locations of the Deutschland and the Beowulf's task groups. Because of the fact that the Deutschland's task group is really supposed to be our Mediterranean fleet. Beowulf was only just put there because of reasons I actually am not fully aware of why I did so, but it was there. Oh, relations between us and Italy are going downward. Downward spiraling. And wait, my Rammsteins are out now! Are they? Because it only shows 2 battleships being built. That would be hell. Yeah, the Rammsteins are out! So Rammstein, Du Hast, Lynx 234 and Ickville are out. They won't see combat in this war, more than likely, but they're out. Your contribution left unnoticed, son. France have gotten more destroyers and another light cruiser. how they're somehow affording this, I don't know. I think it's game's normal AI thing, but we'll see. Oh god, it's one of those loading screens I have to exit to main menu and return back to the campaign for. Good thing I found out about that I could do that from Brother Monroe during one of his live streams. If you didn't find out about that, then it'd be the annoying having to turn off UAD, relaunch it, going through the whole Steam not responding issue that happens. Yeah. Us and Italy are again hating each other even more. France somehow hasn't given us a fleet encounter yet, and they've built more light cruisers and fleet me. This one I'm actually going to do the battle for because they built more ships. Yep. And we have declared war on Italy as well. Deutschland against this one, actually, we're not going to go up against because it's not a light cruiser. Okay, how has that changed our policies with people? So Britain's on our side, so is Austria-Hungary on our side with this. Task force. I think I'm going to have to send more people to the Mediterranean then. Okay. We have a speed advantage. Even with our slowest vessel, which is both Deutschland and Hamburg themselves, we have a speed advantage. They have a ship advantage. We have a main caliber gun advantage. Oh, frick. That's many underwater torpedo tubes. Okay, we are going to do battle. But under my terms. Our doing battle will be mainly keeping our distance, because if I forgot, none of our main ships here have radars. The only battleships with radars are the Ramsteins. Only capital ships with radars are the Ramsteins. Only... Hold on a sec. I don't think this guy has radar. No, no radar. No radar. Okay, Hamburg has radar. And Hamburg and the destroyers have radar. So... But I kept RDFs on these guys as well, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Well, here's just considering the ungodly number of torpedoes that the enemy have. I'm going to set the destroyers to retreat, because then, with the destroyers on the retreat, the destroyers in Hamburg, the destroyers on the retreat, then it means I only have to focus on making sure that 3 sets of ships are okay, not another, what, half-plus ships that are actually going to be okay. Right. While this whole setup thing's going on, I'm going to go fill up my water. I'll be back in a moment, viewers. I have returned. Seems no one has been found yet, no one's been killed yet. It's good news for me. The Eugen is steaming towards the enemy, so is the Hamburg. I think after this battle, the class in which Deutschland is a part of is going to get massively refit. And I mean massively refit. Like, these guys are having their old engines ripped out for new ones. They are going to get new fire control systems, new auto-loading systems. Basically, these things are going to look near enough the same on the outside, but everything on the inside's been changed. It's going to be what it is with these guys. Yep, and my Super Fletchers are doing the un-Fletcher-like thing and leaving the battle. That is on orders of the Admiral in the Deutschland. Yeah, the Conning Tower Deutschland here. Eugen still moving. As it's more than likely going to be Eugen that encounters them first, I will focus on the Eugen. I said I will focus on the Eugen. Okay. Which one of their ships is the battlecruiser? That one. So, Deutschland, that is your focus. Their battlecruiser. Eugen, on the other hand, your focus is their cruisers. That's the light! Hold on. That is... Well, they had 7.7-inch guns, but... What? No. Who had them? What, did they hire the real-life designers of the Königsberg class for this class, but then were like, oh, sorry, we don't have triple guns, so we're going to have to do this with singles. Yeah, I'll have it like that. Yeah. Oh my god, right. Because everyone here will need the as much accuracy boost as they can get, Hamburg, I won't have it have the accuracy boost, because there's Deutschland's guns firing. That's one of their DDs. They have only 4.4. They have 4.4-inch guns. Okay, they've done a decent caliber of gun, but setup of the destroyer is not really my cup of tea for a setup of a destroyer. Okay. Eugen, I want you to make a turn over to your port side. Deutschland, I want you to do the same. Hamburg, want you to do the same, but you're mainly going to be charging the... You know what? Bring the destroyers in. I'm going to roleplay now as that the Admiral, realising that the force he is up against, it may be helpful to have the destroyers. He's calling them in, but they are many kilometers away by this point, and will be taking a while to get back into the battle. Ah, their heavy cruisers have also been revealed. Now, those have lower mark guns, and I'm not going to complain about this gun layout because I've personally used the gun layout in my ship, so I can't complain about that layout, unfortunately. The rules of me already using said design really stopped me from complaining about it. So they're aiming for the Eugen mainly. Heavy cruiser Prince Eugen in this reality has done really well for herself in the combat engagement she's been involved with, most of which have been with the Mediterranean fleet. Deutschland over here is Eugen, turn! No! Fricking hell! They're long-range torpedoes. They are long-range. Yeah, Deutschland is still firing upon the enemy battle cruiser, who has had not a happy time. Shit. Hamburg is crippled badly. Smokescreen, get Hamburg out of here. Yeah, you're on full retreat. You're on full retreat. And it's to this chaos the destroyers arrive. When the winged hussars arrive. Oh no, because I've left Deutschland like this. She's now vulnerable to a torpedo attack right this very moment. But here's some good news, at least. That our shots have done a hefty amount of damage towards the enemy CA here, who is now trying to ram us. Yeah, that CA's gone. Go for that CA. And Deutschland. Deutschland! Freaking hell! Deutschland, reduce down half speed. Get out of here. This is not how I envision Deutschland's fate. Destroyers, get over there and help the flagship. Deutschland's crippled, but can still be saved. Make a speed increase. Deutschland can still be saved. Deutschland can still be saved. How Deutschland can still be saved is very simple. We have destroyers to screen them to safety. Deutschland's stern turrets can still fire upon this particular guy, so it will fire upon them. He's the biggest risk in sight to the Deutschland. End it here, end it here, end it here. Somehow we managed to not only save Deutschland and all our ships involved here, but make it out as a victory because we sunk the CA. Okay. Time to bring in the big guns. We're bringing in the Rammsteins. Wherever they are kept at. Ickville is there. Ickville's there. Her Ramstein sister ships of Ramstein, Lynx 234 are here. Right. Every ship that can do some sort of large force amass will be meeting off of the French coast. Which includes Odin's task group, Ickville. Only two of the destroyers and the Gibraltar fleet are free, so best off if I just leave them in place. Danzig has... Ramstein 234 and Ickville. Where's Du Hast? In Wilhelmshaven. Yep, the battleship Du Hast, along with a whole bunch of the Leonidas scout destroyers, are making their way off France. And it's with this massive fleet in which, like I said, we are going to once the 4 battleships from the Baltic get here, they're going to go into the Med and fight. Oh fuck, there's been a fleet meeting. Between who and what ships? With France, because I don't think Italy would be sending a fleet up to the Atlantic. They might to Gibraltar to blockade in Deutschland. Yeah. I'll just also resolve this one, because, to be frank, these guys, I don't want to have to reset the entire fleet thing, but yeah, these guys will be making their way into the Med. The improved Mediterranean fleet. IMF. The IMF have entered the Mediterranean. Improved Mediterranean fleet. They meet the Italian battleship Napoli. Heavy cruiser, we've seen these. Light cruisers, I don't believe we've seen these. They're really funny. And a destroyer, we've seen them. Yeah. Let's go fight them. This would have the Ramsteins being used, and it seems from the order of battle there, I always class the ship at the top as the flagship of the entire battle, which means that for flagship of the entire battle, it's the Du Hast. Halloween's still a while away, so we won't be getting Halloween in this fight, but it's an oh well by Fleetwood Mac sort of thing. Well, I just said to buy Fleetwood Mac for the song referencing because I like making song references, as any long-time viewers know. Oh, hello, person in chat. Right. Loading screen still. Loading screen still. Loading screen still. Loading screen still. Loading screens. I am... Right. So, the one thing I need to do is, because, as I've previously mentioned, the Leonidases are now scout destroyers, I'm going to be sending the Leonidases ahead. Well, they're going to be going ahead anyway, because they are 41 knot bastards. Oh my. The battle cruisers led by Mars is going to... Heavy cruisers stick together. Same with light cruisers. And now the destroyers here. L-28 and L-5. So they're just already a destroyer group with entirely L's in them. This one here is officially going to be the Leonidas group. Which, so then this is as of right now, so then I identify that it's in fact the Leonidas group. Now this one here has L30, so L30 goes to the Leonidas group. You don't have any Leonidases in you. You don't have any Leonidases in you. You don't have any Leonidases. You have two of the Leonidases, so then go into the Leonidas task group. You don't have any more Leonidases, so you have no Leonidases in your task group, so you go there. same with you, so you go there. This group has a Leonidas. Yeah, this battle is just not even started yet, and it's been quite a few minutes. Like, not even started fully yet, and I'm just still doing the fleet setup. I just put a few non-Leonidases in here. If you're not a Leonidas, you're an outsider to Division 6. Okay, so at the total of the Leonidases, we have 11 of them here. All of them are going to move forward at their maximum speeds. So are you guys, led by the Freya. And so are you guys, led by the Mars. Unfortunately, the Deutschland has to miss out on this battle, but she barely survived the Italians, okay? Okay, so going through each individual heavy cruiser class, it's the Freya. Cormoran's at the same class, Scharnhorst at the same class, Saxony's at the same class. First, Bismarck's Hipper, and then our other variation, Kaiserin Augusta here, is our main variation that Eugen's a part of. Battleship-wise, we have quite a few variations. There's MacArthur here, which is a Ruhr class. Odin, which is... I forgot what the name of the class is, but she's our 11-inch. Ramstein, the lead of our newest in-service class of battleships. God, I love the Ramstein class already. Du Hast, Ickville, and Lynx 234 are also a part of it. Kaiser, which is a part of the same class as Odin. Pomeran, it's another Ruhr. The Himdall class. Beowulf's also a part of that. Everyone just trying to sort themselves out, getting in a line. Why don't they just follow the example of the heavy cruisers that are given? Battle cruisers here you've already seen from earlier from the Deutschlands. God, I love the well, I refer them as Deutschlands now, but the Moltkers, they were originally, they were the original escape claws, while I was still doing the heavy armor side of things. Light cruisers here obviously consist of the Palau class, which is the ones we've seen, and then the Breslau class, which we haven't seen much of, who were newly refitted. Destroyers are obviously the Leonidases here, who were originally equipped with a load more torpedoes and class suicide destroyers, which is why they've given the Leonidas designation, as the German real-life suicide squad was known as the Leonidas squad. And then here is just a mix of V80 here, one of our triple turreted. Ah, that's what these new destroyers were, triple turreted. V63, which is an example of our standard type, are Super Fletchers with twin 5-inch guns everywhere and quintuple torpedoes. V39 is also an example, 91's a different example. I'll try and find one of the VRs. Easier said than done with this. Ah, and the VRs here. No, they're not named after virtual reality. The VRs here got the name because they were research destroyers, and destroyers usually in the German Navy have the V at the start, so I did VR as the research one. Torpedoes here are set to save. Oh, my processing units! My processing units cannot handle this torture. Come on, you survived large creations in Stormworks. You can survive this. Are they saying we can end the battle? They're thinking we want to end the battle. Is that how long this has all taken? That people are saying we can end the battle now? Well, I've not gone through all that fleet shuffling for nothing. We are going to find the bastards, and we are going to kill the bastards. Oh, never mind. Never mind, they're doing the usual circling thing and I just can't take it. I think it was the fleet setup stuff that let him escape. Oh, and it's Italy as well. They would have done battleships that can go 7 trillion miles an hour. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put everyone in being off sea control, I should say. From Sadelitz, our oldest surviving vessel, to all down here, go to in being, and is Halloween out? Halloween's gonna be out in a month! Although it's inaccurate to how German heavy metal bands actually went, because it should have been Halloween out before Rammstein, but who cares? I certainly don't. I preferably think Rammstein's a better band than Halloween. I've just angered the Halloween fan base, and like, genuinely for me, I think bands who can keep their entire original lineup through their entire career, which Rammstein has done so, deserve a lot more respect than a band that doesn't. That's why Rammstein's my favourite German metal band. Partly. Yeah, Saxony's moving up as well. L26's job is to basically tell Saxony where the enemy is so it can shoot the enemy. And the only reason that L26 has a torpedo is because in this game, destroyers need torpedoes. I did one of those cool badass captain drifting the ship around torpedoes with off. 2 duds. Yeah. Expected. It's UAD with the new torpedo system after all. Hold on a second though. They're wasting their torpedoes on an expendable ship. And not leaving them for the ship that is very well causing them murder. We should be using HE against them. They're an HE target. Yeah, their steering's jammed. They're gone. Oh god, this has gone on for longer than Right, longer than normal. still have a pre-record for tomorrow to do. Is it just me, or did these guys just have a sudden reflex? Wait, no, that's not Italian. I thought. Yeah, they're off that way. Why aren't you following my commands? Screen that ship. Just end the battle here. And then convoy defense with Mecklenburg again. I'm just gonna auto resolve this one because what the fuck? Right, this is gonna be the end of the video, viewers. Hope you enjoyed Silent Service.